Hello, and welcome to another episode of Big Sky Farms. This episode, we are going to start our subscriber voted map that is Michigan. I've done a little bit of setup here, and we'll start. You can see up here in the corner, we are quite in debt, $57,000 in debt. And currently, we have a sugar beet harvester, a truck and trailer to transport some small grains, a big high horsepower quad track to pull our cart for sugar beets, a row crop John Deere to plant some sugar beets, and a big red case combine to harvest our wheat. So we can get through this season. We're going to hopefully harvest two of our fields of wheat here, get that off, hopefully get ourselves out of debt, get a little bit of operating cash. And then we might see if we can pick up a harvest contract or two to generate a little bit of cash in these first couple of episodes while we're waiting for our sugar beets to grow. And hopefully the goal will be to get through all of that, get through summer into fall and see where we're at, and see how many episodes we have there. So without further ado, we are going to get rolling on this. And I think we're going to try to drop the straw, or at least I was hoping to anyway. And we might see if we can find a way to pick that up, generate just a little bit of income. But it will depend on how much it's going to cost to lease something to do that. So we'll get our mini map up here. It's looking like running east-west, I believe, is going to be our longest run here. So we're going to get this opened up here. And I don't know if I can do this on the fly or not, because I think it's going to make me stop. It certainly is. We're going to auto with our header. Got a big 50-foot header here. We're going to set a course for 90. We're going to call it east. And go from there. And we're going to run without a grain cart or anything like that. We're just going to run around and dump in the truck when we get full. We'll kind of keep an eye on things like that. But I'm hoping some of these smaller fields and a little bit bigger equipment, we can get through these fields in these episodes here. Looks like we've got a little bit of corn down here. So we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with that. Primarily, we're going to be sugar beets on this farm. I know that can get a little tedious with some of those harvesters, but hopefully we have a little operating cash once we get down around to harvest. Maybe we can lease another harvester or something like that. So that is what this episode is going to be looking like here. It was kind of a quick farm tour. We don't have a whole lot of on-farm storage for anything, so we'll look at putting up maybe some sugar beet storage, but primarily those are stored pretty much on the ground. So yeah, we've got a little Montana style farming in Michigan here for this series. So we'll see what we can do to get some beets harvested here in Michigan. So this was the map I put up a vote a couple weeks ago, and you find subscribers voted for this map. There are a few folks doing this map, but not too many, so might be kind of interesting for us to get some of that done. So I'm thinking that, not sure how well this is going to go. We've got the big old case combine here outfitted with the big old wide tires here, the big LSW tires. So it's kind of something different for us. I usually like to go tracks, but I thought for a new series we'll do something a little bit different here. So equipment, there's not really going to be a theme per se. Um, I might steer a little bit away from my Fent equipment that I usually go for. I really like my Fent stuff. Um, it is definitely my favorite brand, but we'll kind of get away from that. Use a little bit of these some of these other brands here. There's so many good mods out there that it's really hard to ignore those other brands and those other mods and modders. So we'd like to get going on that for sure. And it looks like we are not even going to be able to get back up to the top or even back to that other corner by the road. So we will have to get our semi out into the uh, let's see if we can get this guy backed over here next to the crop without wrecking any. And we'll just put him down. I don't know why we just killed him right there in the start, but we'll get the auger out, see if we can get our combine out there under us and go from there. So I do need to apologize right there. We gotta get that truck turned down just a little bit. He sure is very loud. So we've got our vehicle volume really far down anyway. So we might have to do a little bit of investigating that one, see if we can get him turned down a little bit more. So, um, such a great truck, great mod. I'd hate to not use it just because it's a little noisy. So hopefully that's not too noisy for you guys. But so just leave him parked in the back corner of the field here for now, and we'll jump in this guy. Keep on and keeping on with our harvest. All right. Okay. So that kind of takes that almost takes our vehicle volume way too low there. So we'll have to play that one by ear there just a little bit. And we will auto adjust our GPS there and we'll go from there and see how much of this field we can get harvested. Okay. Yield doesn't appear to be too terrible. In this field, we're kind of in those oranges, so we could definitely be better. I'd like to get it into that green, but starting off on a new fresh map with not a whole lot of the fields. Excuse me. As I was saying, starting off on a new map, some of these fields are not set up very well from the beginning. Um, Trying to use easy dev tools to get those kind of squared up and give us a good starting spot here, but we'll kind of see where we're at, see what's going on here, and go that route. So, and we know from our starting point that just love that dust coming off of there. There's a big bunch right in front of the cab. There's a little bit coming up out of the green tank, and then a big storm behind it. Love that Dusty Lands mod. So let's see here. Let's see if we can get backed up here and not leave too big of a pile. We'll be able to get back around to the top of the field again, and start heading down that other side. Um, Try and decide if we want to do a second headland here along this edge, if that's going to give us enough to make a down and back, so we can leave the truck on one end. Otherwise, we're going to be doing a lot of jumping back and forth. So, um, I apologize again, like the last couple of episodes of Westbridge. I'm coming off the end of a little bit of a cold, so I hope my voice will last while I get these uh, recorded for you guys. I need to get you guys a little bit of content. I'm feeling maybe a little bit of new content will be what the channel needs here to get us that bump to 100. So we're close. We're getting real close. We're just over 70 now. So I want to express my thanks to you guys in getting to that number for sure. Um, Never thought even that was going to be possible when I started. So much appreciation to you guys for helping us out there. So, and we'll just back up here. I like to, if I can, back up nice and straight over my windrows. Um, that gets tries. I like to think it helps keep that pile down too much, so we don't start building up that pile too much. But we'll see what happens. So get lined up here. Get our cruise set. We'll shift our GPS over. Get that dialed in. We'll watch so we don't shoot over, run over any crops. And there we go. So I apologize for this truck again, guys. It is so loud. Just going in cab helps a little bit here, but I do have to say, I will take it back. This field is yielding fairly well. Oop, oop, oop. Goodness. To fire the hired help if we had any, but that was me. Goodness. So, alright. Okay, we are getting excellent. We do have to. Okay, so we got him unloaded and we are ready to continue cutting. This is actually going to be, like I said before, a half decent wheat crop. So I think we take two headlands off on each end, we should be able to get a down and back, and we'll be able to leave the truck on the one end and just kind of move it down the field with us. At least that's my hope. Um, we will see. We'll see how that works out. So, but we'll get this opened up, and then we'll probably turn it over for a little bit of a montage here. So we're back up here against the trees again. We should be able to make it down the other side and partially back up there before we have to unload again. Um, and I don't think that'll quite give us a full truckload, but it might come fairly close here. So we will find out. So a few things you guys can do if you like, if you're watching this. Drop it in the comments what you might like to see us use for a sugar beet planter. I believe it's the same as a corn planter. They'll do both crops there. So as well as a regular grain drill. Um, I have a couple of thoughts on both that I want to add my 2 cents, you might say, or however you want to word that. Um, at least I have a couple of ideas anyway. Um, and then we'll need some tillage equipment. Whoops, getting a little wild there. Okay. So about 70% full. We should be able to make it a good ways back up this side. And get our GPS realigned here. We'll throw the auger out because that 30% that we need to fill is going to go quick. It's always kind of surprising how quick it does actually go. Okay. So I think about here as well, we'll start with a little montage. We'll just jump over and grab the truck and get this finished up, and we'll go from there. So you guys can sit back and enjoy, and I'll catch you in a few. Okay, hope you enjoyed that little montage there. It is looking like we are going to be full just before we get into the um, next pass. So we're going to go ahead and hold it there. We'll grab our noisy truck. And we will head up and unload the combine. And then I believe we're going to take off for um, the sell point, see if we can get some of this sold. I know it's not the ideal time to sell, but when you need money, you need money. So do what you have to. Oh, and we came in way too quickly on that one and plowed into a tree. Now, I think we're going to try to get a hired worker going here, but I'm not sure why, but for some reason, doesn't want to hire a worker. So I'm not sure if that's a mod combination or what's going on there, but no, oh, well, now I know why we can't hire a worker. So let's take this up and see if we can sell it and get ourselves a worker here. We'll want to take a quick look and see where we can do the most damage here. Frankenmuth map is giving us the most, but we would also have to rent the train for that. So we're going to go to the Michigan Farmers Market. Since it's a new map, we're going to go ahead and tag that. Whoop, whoop, bouncing over a little straw, getting out of here. And I am going to turn this truck down. Just so that it's a little easier for us to drive. And throw a tarp over that. Some of these driveways could be a little tricky, I would imagine here. So that could propose a challenge for us on this map. But whoa, we saved it. Look at there. Look at there. We saved it. All right. Have to make a note to ourselves that this truck does not slow down quickly and is a little bit tippy. Okay. I don't think this will quite get us out of debt, but not even close. So, but hopefully we can get it's going to get us another what, 7, 8, almost 8,000. So it gets us more than it's more than in poke in the eye with a sharp stick. So we'll we'll head back to the field and see if we can get another semi-load filled off of that field. Would be really nice. And then with our other wheat field, we might be able to come even. So, and unfortunately, the loan is maxed out at the bank, so we will have to just have to roll. Either that or we'll have to sell something. Okay, getting back to the field here. I'm thinking that's going to be a pretty good place to end our um, first episode here on Michigan. So hopefully you enjoyed the show, and thanks for watching.